Hi everybody, Professor Jim here at County College of Morris, Randolph, New Jersey. We're going to continue with algebra review. You have a seat in the class, plenty of room. Today we're going to be going over beginning algebra. So we went over basic math already, a little bit of the beginning algebra. So today we'll do a little more. We'll do solving for a variable. We'll do distributive rule, what is a like term, collecting like terms, and we'll do some distribution rule or distribution law algebra to solve for a variable. Variable is an unknown. It's a fancy word for unknown. We don't know what it is when we start, but we figure it out. That's why we're doing algebra. Algebra is used to figure things out. That's why algebra's been around for like 4,000 years, give or take a few years. Anyway, I just want to give a quick shout out to one of our new sponsors, Keller Williams Real Estate. The realtor's name is Olga Ciavos, and she is at 973-219-5102. Olga's a personal friend of mine. She's done almost 500 real estate transactions, and they're located in Morris County area. Right now, the main location's out of Morristown, and they want to help out, get us educated, and have us learn math, and whatever else I'm going to be lecturing about. Okay, on to algebra. Okay. So we have three things going on. We have a number, which we call a coefficient. We have an unknown, which we call a variable, and those are together. They're like peas and carrots. They're put together on one side of the equation. The other side has an amount. It can be dollars. It's a number. It can be dollars, yen, euros, anything, or it can just be a number by itself. It doesn't have to be money related. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to solve for the unknown. That way now it's known. So the easiest way to do that, there's more than one way to do this because it's math. And math is word problems that you can try 8 different sequences or groups of steps on, and they all wind up the same, with the same answer. So we can figure out the variable one of 2, 3, 4 different ways. We're using the one that most of us find the easiest, and that's dividing by the coefficient, because it's already there. You don't have to guess what number, you don't have to flip anything over, you don't have to put a 1 in the numerator, you just divide by the number that's already there. If it's positive, you divide by positive. If it's negative, you divide by negative. Okay, so in our case it's positive. All right, so 5x equals 20. We'll divide by the coefficient of 5. Whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other side. Because it's algebra, it's a big balancing act. If you took chemistry in high school, or you're in high school and you're taking chemistry, or you've heard about chemistry, you're in middle school and you've heard about it, that's also a balancing act. Physics is a balancing act. Algebra is a balancing act. Accounting is a balancing act. All of them have that in common. Okay, so whatever you do to one side, left side, you have to do to the right side, or if you go from the right to the left, you have to do the same thing on each. Okay, in this case we're going left to right. So we divide by 5, so then we have to divide the right side by 5. 5 over itself comes out to 1. Okay, easy enough, right? So 1x is the same as x. 20 divided by 5, you can do it on a calculator, you can do it in your head, you can write it out, whatever works for you. 20 divided by 5 is 4. So in this case, we have our answer, x is equal to 4. And do we know that we did it correctly? Well, hopefully we do. But if you ever want to check, you can. And you just substitute the 4 in for the unknown. You go 5 times 4, that's 20. 20 on the left side equals 20 on the right side. 20 equals 20. It's all good. So we know we did it correctly. Okay. That works. Okay. Let's take a look at going to jump right into the distributive rule, but we'll do like terms first. Okay. Okay. This is what like terms have in common. They have the same variable, so it'd be x and x, or y and y. They could be any letters, as long as they're the same. They'd be like terms. If you have groupings of letters like A and B, and you have different exponents on them, they're not like terms. So let's just use x for simplicity's sake. Okay. So if it has an x on it, and the exponent's the same, if there's no exponent there, it's automatically a 1. Let's say this is 5, and this is 6. And just for fun, we'll throw another couple numbers in there. Okay. So what do we have? We have 5x, 6x, 3x, and minus 10x. They all have the same variable. Every variable has the same exponent. So these are all like terms. So now we can add or subtract the coefficients, the numbers in front of our variable. Okay, we keep the variable and exponent the same. So we keep it x, or x to the first. 5 and 6 is 11, and 3 is 14. 14 minus 10 is 4. So we have 4x, or 4x to the first. Okay. So those are like terms. So let's just expand on this for a minute or two, and then in the next video, we'll talk about the distributive. Okay. All right. There's a little bit of mixing and matching here. All right. No big deal, right? It's just math. Not a big deal. Maybe one day in the past, we used to consider it a big deal, but now, with the help of YouTube and everything else, and class and tutoring, not going to be a big deal. Okay, like terms, same variable, x, same exponent. You can call exponents powers, you can call them degrees, they're all the same, they all mean the same thing. Okay, so the exponent here is a 2. So x's are the same, exponents are the same with the 2, so these are like terms. So we can put them together. Okay, 9x plus 10x, same thing. They both have an x, x is to the first power, 19x. Numbers are to the first power, they don't have a variable, but all the numbers, whether they're positive or negative, are like terms. So we'll put them together. All right, 15 and 17 is 32. Everything here is positive. So we wind up with 9x squared plus 19 plus 30 plus 19x plus 32 is our answer. We don't have to solve for x for this. When they say collect like terms, you don't have to solve for x unless they mention it. This is math, just like they have exponent, power, and degree. They have different names for the same thing. So you can collect like terms, group like terms, combine like terms, it all means the same thing. Okay, so that's what we would do. If there's minuses, you subtract. Here we have all positives, so we add. Okay, and that'll be the end of this video. We'll catch up with you at the next one. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.